farm hands. Whoa, I didn't see you guys there. So welcome back to another episode of the Hulk. Today we are actually going to go and get some fish for the Hulk. It's been hard since the virus has been going on. I had a bunch of deals made, but they all fell through because of this virus, because of the shipments and everything. But I called my local fish store, Marinescape, and they had a few different ones in stock, so I called them and we made some deals. But today we are going to head into Ottawa. We're going to jump in the Challenger and we are going to go get some fish. Then we're going to bring them back. We're going to get them in quarantine, and I got some shrimp. We'll get them right into the tank and I'll show you guys what I got. So let's go check it out. Oh, hey babe, how's it going?
Hey.
So I'm gonna head into Ottawa and pick up some fish. They have a few in there. I hope you don't mind. I know it's just last minute.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweet, thanks, you're the best. Mwah. All right guys, so I got the okay from the wife, so let's head out and let's go get those fish. Farm hands, so let's head into Ottawa. Let's go see what kind of fish we can get. Plus, one of my other hobbies too is I like muscle cars. I have the Hulk car, just like my tank. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of it. So this is my Challenger 400 horse. See, I even got Hulk REEF on it to match my tank. So that's the coral fish transporter, you want to call it. 20-inch rims, 400 horse. It's pretty awesome. So this is what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to head into Ottawa and let's go get those fish. All right, farm hands, so we are almost here in Ottawa to Marinescape. So we got to follow the rules because of the COVID-19 virus. You can't have any contact with any employees. So what Marinescape is doing is you call in your order ahead, you back up to their door, you leave your trunk unlocked, and they place all the fish or corals into the trunk. So I called ahead in, I just wanted to see what they got. They have a little bit of selection left, some chromies and pearl jawfish, shrimp and stuff. So I made a few deals and we're gonna see what we're gonna get. So we're almost there, and all we have to do is pay with the Visa over the phone, and they will place all the new fish and stuff in the trunk. This crazy world we're living in right now where we got to make all these deals and they got to put fish and stuff in your trunk, but oh well, what are you going to do? Plus it's been a real pain since this virus came out trying to get fish, a bunch of deals made, but since that virus hit, it's been very difficult to get them. So let's go see what we got. We're almost here. Doesn't look like it's very busy, so that's a bonus. So I'm just gonna back right up here to Marinescape. This store's been around for a long time, very knowledgeable guys, Keith and Mark. So let's back her up. Backed up just like they want, pop the trunk. I just got off the phone with them. So we got 7 chromies, 2 cleaner shrimp, a pearl jawfish, and I think that's everything. So at least it's a little bit of a run. You know, right now it's very difficult to get stuff, especially the cleaner shrimp. Like they're saying, it's been hard for them to get in. So we picked up a couple of those. Already got a blood shrimp in the tank already. So a couple cleaner shrimp would be good for cleaning off the fish while they're in there. So, and then when we get home, we'll get these puppies into quarantine, make sure they're all healthy before we put them in the main display tank. So there we go. There, he's getting her put in the back there now. Hit the button. Forgot to hit the button. There is our quarantine fish deal going on right now. Perfect. All right, farm hands, so we're back here at the Hulk. So now what we need to do is we need to acclimate everything, plus we need to put our fish into quarantine. The quarantine we'll do a little later on, but first the most important thing is I got 2 nice cleaner shrimp. Cleaner shrimp are very handy to have in your tank. They'll set up a nice cleaning station for your tangs and other fish that'll swim up to them. They'll jump on, pick off any little parasites, and they always keep your fish healthy. So they're a great addition to have in your reef tank. I got 7 blue chromis. They're a nice schooling fish that'll move around your tank. They'll stick together, but They can be a little bit of pain in the butt. Like sometimes they'll fight each other, kill each other. Depends on, I'm hoping everything will go well here inside the Hulk for the chromis. I'll start with 7. I'll probably add some more because we want to give that nice schooling effect with the fish. And I got a nice pearl jawfish. They're really sweet. Like they're awesome to have in your tank with a lot of great personality. And they're definitely moving around your tank a lot and it looks great. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna set up the quarantine tank. I call it the DIY quarantine tank. It's easy. I just use my quarantine when I need it, and it's just simple and doesn't cost a whole bunch of money. And in this hobby, every dollar counts. So what I usually do to usually drip acclimate my fish and shrimp. Your shrimp, they're very sensitive to change. So you wanna make sure that everything is gonna match up when you put them in there. Usually at the fish stores, they run their salinity a little lower. So you wanna make sure that your salinity and the temperature is the same, especially with your shrimp or anything that you're putting in your tank. And what I usually do is I'll take my Hana tester, I'll test the water that's in the bag that the shrimp come in and see how it matches up with my tank. And that's why you wanna make sure and acclimate them. Get the temperature the same, the salinity the same, because you don't wanna shock the shrimp, because half the time, you'll put them in that tank and they'll look like they're dead, floating to the bottom. It's not a good sign. So we wanna make sure right out of the gate that they're good. So that's what we're gonna do. Well, we're gonna pour the shrimp into this bucket. I have an RO line with just a little valve on here, so I can just have a slow drip, drip, drip into the bucket to slowly acclimate them so my tank water matches the water that's in this bucket. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. When we go to set up our quarantine tank, you can pretty much anything you want to use, but I end up using a copper mine. This stuff here works really good for ick. All the different little parasites that could be on your fish when you get them from the fish store that you don't want to get in your main display tank. So you just use that on your quarantine, never on your main display tank, guys. So we're gonna go through that process together, but first, I really wanna get these shrimp into the tank because they've been about 45-minute drive here from Marinescape to home. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna open up our bucket here. Find the open side of this thing. And these are the 2 cleaner shrimp I got here. They're really nice size. They usually say the bigger ones don't clean as well as the smaller ones, but I find the bigger ones are a lot hardier. They'll do the job. So we're just gonna open this up, be very gentle with them. And just pour their water and them into the tank. Just be very careful with them. Don't try to stress them out. And then we are just gonna siphon some of the water here into the bucket. So we're just gonna turn this on. First you have to get it going and then pick your desired drip. So you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that drip. It's just slow and steady wins the race. This way they don't get them all stressed out. So we're gonna let them acclimate and then we're gonna add them to the tank. So I just put a hole in the cover so nobody can jump out. And just put it in there. And we're just gonna let that acclimate and I'll be testing back and forth. Like I said, I grabbed my Hana conductivity meter, turn it on. Let's check the Hulk, see what he's at here. So on these conductivity meters, there is a little timer. You gotta wait for it to go to make sure that you don't get a false reading. Move it around a little bit so there's no bubbles. Because I'm running my tank about temperature about 78. And I run my tanks at 1.025. And then we'll test the salinity in the bucket. You see where we're at? Yeah, so here we go. We're at 1.025 in that one. And let's just double check this here before it gets too full. And let's check this one. So the temperature in here is 73.3, so we're off by a few degrees, so that's very important. It's dropped to 72.8. All right, so this salinity will... So the tank that they had these in, because I didn't see it, it's 1.026. So that's actually not bad. But I definitely want to make sure and get my temperature the same so we don't shock the shrimp. So yeah, we're looking at 72.5 for the temperature and 1.026 for the salinity. So my main concern now is the temperature. The one thing with your Hana conductive meters, always rinse it off with RO water and clean it before you put it away for storage. because you don't want to have any built up or salt on there. So let's let the shrimp acclimate, and then we'll add them to the hulk together, guys. All right, so I have them both netted, one shot deal here. Let's do this up. All right. Whoa, that worked out pretty good. It was a quick release and they're looking good. So let's come up close, see if we can spot them, and you guys can check them out. We got one on the move, he's on the sand bed right now. And I'm pretty sure the other guy's on the arch. So he is on the move, he's looking good. He's not acting all funny. And let's see if we can see the other one over there. We can zoom in. There he is. He's looking really good. So that was a quick release, not stressful on these little guys. The other guy's on the move here. There he is, he's just chilling. What I like about these guys, so when the tangs find them, they have that symbiotic relationship where, you know, he's gonna clean the fish and keep him healthy, and at the same time feed the shrimp. So it'll be awesome when I have a Tommy tang in here, and he'll probably be over visiting him very soon. So there's our little guy there. What I like about this, see these tangs, they're checking them out. What's awesome is like they end up making that friendship together. All right, guys, so we got those 2 cleaner shrimp in there. They're doing really well. So on the next video, we're gonna set up a little quarantine tank, and we're gonna get the 8 chromis in there and the pearl jawfish, and make sure they're pest free before we end up entering them into the hulk. So thanks for tuning this way, guys. Thanks for going on that journey with me off to Ottawa to Marinescape. We did that little quarantine, all the fish, everybody in the trunk to make sure everybody stays safe. So on this time that, you know, the world is going through such havoc, I hope you and your families are doing really well and staying safe, and try to stay indoors as much as you can, or go for a drive around in your vehicles. So I appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you guys could hit that little like button, it'd be awesome. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could subscribe, that'd be even better. So please subscribe and hit that like button.